Baby Bobby Bobby Bobbers.
Rastaman. Rastaman with the Rasta can. I don't know what a Rasta can is. It's me, Josh.
And I'm Ryan. And you're listening to the Mighty Fish Podcast. It's the week of November 16th, 2016. It's a lot of 16s.
That's a lot of 16s.
It is.
Whoa, wouldn't it be crazy if there were 16 months?
And I think...
16. It's the mark of the teenage beast.
And I think Josh made fun of me early on for calling out the dates in the beginning of the podcast. But guess what?
It paid off.
Paid off.
I had to eat some words on that one.
We have some special content coming this weekend.
Yeah, we have an entire lost episode. We recorded an episode 7 that we never put up and forgot we made.
That's just how it goes.
That's how it goes in the biz.
Well, here we are.
There we are.
Episode real.
Happy
the
Thanksgiving.
Real and only episode 12.
We're now living in Trump's America.
It's true. That's, well, not quite yet, but...
We're living in a limbo.
We're living in pre-Trump.
That's a fucking thing.
That's something.
Yeah. I don't know how to deal with that.
Well...
It feels like a cartoon.
One day at a time.
Like, honestly, dude, it feels like living in an episode of Bob's Burgers. Or like South Park. Like, it doesn't... like Quimby. Like, Quimby from Simpsons. Like, this isn't how real life works. But, I mean, it is what it is.
God, yeah, you're right. Mayor Quimby.
Dude, it's Mayor Quimby. Like, Mayor Quimby is now our president.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, dude.
That's something.
Like Bill Burr was saying. He was trying to decide if, fucking Bret Michaels or Cyndi Lauper would run a fictional company better.
Yeah.
And now he's making real decisions.
And from his tweets, he's treating it kind of like The Apprentice. He's like,
Is he?
I'm filling out my cabinet and only I know who the finalists are.
Oh my God. Is he really doing that?
That's what he tweeted out. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if he's...
I don't want to believe you. That's ridiculous.
What's a real thing?
What's his Twitter?
The real Donald Trump.
Of course it is.
Because you don't want to get the fake
You don't want to get
Trump.
the fake Donald Trump. He'll steer you wrong, that one.
So yeah, I mean, that's going on. It is what it is.
It's gonna be Thanksgiving. That's a good time, man.
Thanksgiving's coming up. We got a couple movies coming out that aren't big Hollywood blockbusters.
Yeah.
Well, and one that's a gigantic Hollywood blockbuster.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
So, yeah, probably next week. Probably next episode. Not the next real episode. The next episode we put up is going to be the lost episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is about nothing, which is convenient because it doesn't date it. But yeah, episode 13 will be Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, more than likely. A movie I wanted to see to get out of the way before this podcast, but I got distracted.
Oh, son of a bitch. He did say that.
Yeah, he did. I told you.
Yeah, but that's such a ridiculous... Why am I surprised? Okay.
Donald Trump said something ridiculous?
Okay. Anyway, what did you want to talk about? I'm sorry, I got distracted, man.
I was giving the listeners a heads up for what to expect in the coming weeks.
Oh, they're coming, dude. We're gonna see that Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, we got Fantastic Beasts. That'll probably be next week.
We almost saw Arrival this week.
That's what I was talking about. I got distracted.
You got distracted because you bought yourself a fucking hat.
Bought a fancy hat, as
you bought
Josh would
fancy
say.
Hat, fancy helmet. He stepped up. He stepped up to the new gaming. He's just
I went and bought an
lording it over the rest of us.
I went and bought an Oculus Rift, and I pre-ordered the Rift Touch, and So I was playing with that instead of going to see Arrival. But yeah, we have Arrival.
We're gonna see Arrival.
What other non blockbustery movies was I looking forward to?
Is Arrival not a blockbuster?
Is it?
There's aliens involved.
That's true, and it's got an all-star cast.
Is that one of the precursors to having the requirements to having a blockbuster? Having aliens and big ships?
Okay, hang on. Yes, but but also, how does one bust a block?
What block are we busting?
Yeah. Do you know where that term comes from?
Or no.
I don't either.
I don't either. I should probably look that up. We're supposed to be experts on movies.
We're the uninformed experts.
Yeah. We don't know shit about movies, but we talk about them all the time.
So, so I don't know what a blockbuster is or not. But yeah, Arrival, we wanted to see that. Unfortunately, we don't. But we did see another... a little bit older, but
a little bit older,
current,
couple months.
Current year, and it's another one of the Rotten Tomato darlings.
To hell, to hell and back,
to hell and back,
starring Pierce Brosnan.
I thought you were going to say Elvis Presley.
I thought about it. John Wayne and Elvis Presley.
Did they make a movie together?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That would have been dope.
That would have been pretty cool.
That would have sold
The King and the Duke.
The King and the Duke. Make a kick-ass Duke.
The kick-ass Duke.
They were going to be two kings. But then they had to make one a kick-ass Duke.
One had to be a kick-ass Duke. No, we watched Hell or High Water, starring Chris Pine, Ben Foster, Jeff Bridges. That was it.
And an Indian man.
Feather,
not Dot.
You can't say that.
I am just quoting Jeff Bridges, all right?
And that's true.
I'm just going.
He is the most racist man in that movie.
It's true,
but it's like that old. It's like Gran Torino, where you're kind of like, oh, you old racist shit.
Yeah, he's teasing him.
Yeah,
he said, "We're just jumping right in the middle here."
Yeah, we're just jumping in.
He said, like you're gonna miss me making fun of you.
You're gonna miss me teasing you. Like it's one of those movies. Stuckman said it in his video review. And I agree with him entirely. It's one of those movies where Jeff Bridges is kind of indiscernible. You kind of catch every other word he's saying. Because podcast and Comanche.
I had a problem in general with a lot of the low-key dialogue.
There was a lot of very
whispery.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot of tough guy talk where they all just kind of walk quietly, carry a big stick.
Yeah. But then the Texas Rangers, they talked kind of normal. But then Jeff Bridges has marbles in his mouth and you have no fucking idea what he's saying.
Get on down to Midland Bank and they don't got no security camera. Boys is coming over.
It was this year's first Rotten Tomato darling until Arrival came around. That had a long stretch of being at 100%.
And it's very well deserved. It's a fucking amazing movie.
Very, very good movie. Honestly...
It's probably the best take on a modern Western I've ever seen. I really liked it.
I would like to agree, but I don't know if I know enough about the modern Westerns to say that. Yeah. I liked it a lot, but I'm not an expert in that field. I will say that as far as the structure and the type of, not the type of story, but like the way the story was told.
From the type of story it is, because it is a heist movie.
Yeah. I want every movie to be like this. It was 90 minutes long, which everybody knows I love.
You love 90 minutes.
They jump right into it.
But they don't jump right into it at the expense of like the characters or the world or setting up things for you to be involved with the people in the film.
No, they get you into the story right away, and then you start understanding characters, motivations.
Yeah.
You start understanding kind of where those characters are going.
And they do a lot. They do a lot, like with like another one that we both enjoyed, Drive, where they set up a lot of the story without talking about it.
Yes.
There's little to no exposition in this movie.
No.
And it's mostly done through visuals, and they're all done very well. Like, you get that this is a very poor area of Texas that they're involved in through seeing, like, billboards and stuff like that, and just the look of the neighborhoods and the towns that are in.
The attitudes of
and the attitudes of the citizens and stuff. Yeah, it's It's very good, dude. Honestly, I am not a big Chris Pine fan, and I really, really enjoyed him in this movie. I thought he was really, really good. I'm starting to think maybe he's a little more than Action Kirk.
Yeah, he surprised me a lot.
Ben Foster was really good.
It was hard for me kind of to get over Action Kirk, and take him a little seriously, but he did surprise me. It was
because he's so subdued in this movie.
Yeah, it was mostly my own problem. Yeah, that I was like
the only time he was like Action Kirk, and he was like way better than Action Kirk, was at that part at the gas station.
Oh yeah, that shit was cool.
He just walks up and whoops that guy's ass. The one thing that I think is funny is like this is one of those movies that a lot of those like gun nut conservative guys like on the internet, like these are the guys that they think they are.
Yeah.
Like this is the world that they think they live in, and none of them do.
What's funny is it almost tackled that what you're talking about.
Oh, it did because of the guy in one of the banks.
Yeah, the guy in one of the banks. The townspeople were like, "Fuck that, we're gonna catch these bank robbers."
And then the posse,
and then the you're not allowed to say posse anymore.
I don't agree with that, man. Posse's a posse.
Either do I. That's an inside joke unless you're a basketball fan.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah, and the posse comes and Ben Foster, who was like you said, very good,
so cool,
plays a fucking maniac.
Oh, he's a psychopath, and he's so funny. He's funny and he's cool and he's likable, but he's a horrible human being.
He's a horrible person. He kind of just laughs and makes them all look like chumps. And I'm like, see, those are who you guys really are.
Exactly.
You guys are not Chris Pine and Ben Foster.
No, you think you're Chris Pine and Ben Foster. You're the guy in Walmart.
You're the punk fucking townsfolk posse member.
Yeah, exactly. Like these guys are putting themselves back together with duct tape. And you're trying to catch him in your rundown Aerostar.
Yeah. So it was a small, concise, well-acted, well-put-together movie.
Dude, and like, honestly, it kind of gets you going, dude. Yeah. Like, I mean, you're on the edge of your seat. It's a ride from the word go. Like, you start off, they're hitting a bank, and then they're in their car getting away. And then they're just on to the next bank, and you're moving at that pace the whole time.
There's a lot of understated suspense, and drama. Like that's Chris Pine was in another movie called The Finest Hours.
Yeah,
and that was a movie that
I think we talked about that a little bit on the last cast.
Did we? We might have, but
we touched on.
But that was a movie that went out of its way to be overly dramatic every step of the way.
The perfect storm.
Yeah,
it's the perfect fucking storm.
Exactly.
That's why I fucking hate that. I saw the trailer for that. And I was like, no.
And that shit is like so obnoxious and just this understated, like low key dramatic, suspenseful moments in this. More character piece than anything else.
Oh, so dude,
and it's almost like the main character is
Texas.
Is that bit of Texas?
Is that is that town? Is that little county?
There's definitely a little bit of social commentary going on, but it is not ham-fisted whatsoever.
No, it's pretty heavy, but it's not. They're not hitting you over the head with it. It's not
Neil Blomkamp. Yeah, it's not the exactly. It's not at the expense of the story either. Yeah. Nothing feels out of place or like I get it.
Yeah, no, it's just that you are very, very aware of the gap.
Yeah.
Between the rich and the poor in this, and just the way that the banks are, and it's so funny, and that's the movie feels almost timeless for me because of that, because you got the Western feel, with them being the young cowpokes
losing the ranch,
and they're losing the ranch, and there's the posse coming after him, and Lawman's gonna get him, but then you've also got some of that Depression era gangster, Public Enemies, God, I can't think of his fucking name right now, and it's pissing me off. The guy that Johnny Depp played in the movie, who's a very famous bank robber that I knew a lot about before I saw the fucking movie.
I hated that damn movie.
But like Babyface Nelson,
yes,
guys like that, when the banks were in control of everything, and you get a lot of that. So you're getting this Depression era, 1920s, 1930s bank robber feel, mixed with the Western, mixed with modern society and stuff, and it's so. it mixes all of that so well. Dude, I really, really, really liked that movie.
I really enjoyed it as well. And like you said, it's such a mix of the themes, because it's modern day but has this Western feel, and it, like you said, the people they could have got caught very easily.
Oh yeah, well they could have been caught early in the movie, and the people in that diner were just like, no, here's a vague description.
Yeah,
you can get fucked.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
but
then he's not but Jeff Bridges plays the cop who's trying the marshal who's trying to get him. Ranger trying to get him. Are they marshals?
They
or
were
rangers?
Rangers.
They were rangers.
Yeah, like Walker.
That's right. Yeah, Walker, but cool.
Way cooler. Walker's joke cool.
Yeah, he comes into this diner and he's interviewing the waitress and some of the customers, the patrons. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. And they're offering him just enough information, and he knows he's not going to get more from them, but he doesn't go where a lot of those type of scenes go, and he starts yelling or being a dick. It's just he kind of laughs. He's joking. Everybody's easy going, but it's
serious.
Yeah, it's very serious, and there is a tension involved. When he tries to get the money from the waitress, and she's sassy thick girl.
Yeah.
About it. It was fucking. I don't know. That scene was really great, and I was telling Brandon about it last night because he was kind of on the fence because of you recommended 10 Cloverfield to him. And he was just like, the ending of that movie. And I was like, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, the ending of this movie is probably the best part of that movie. I loved the end of that movie. Just the way that the subtlety of the conversation and the hints being dropped were fantastic. Just tough guy talk, but cool tough guy,
Yeah. I don't really have a lot to say about it.
I really can't. Yeah, some very beautiful shots.
Good cinematography.
One stood out to me was it's Ben leaning on a fence post and Chris is sitting on the back of the truck. I think they use it for the poster as well.
I think they do.
It's a beautiful shot. Some really cool shots of the flatlands in Texas and stuff. This is West Texas, if I remember right. Dude, they make everything looks run down and broken and awful.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful. Such a cool movie, dude. I really, really, really enjoyed that movie a lot.
I had no complaints.
Yeah, dude, I can't think of anything that I didn't really care. I mean, except for Jeff Bridges being hard to understand sometimes. No, dude, I love the way that they launder the money. I love their process. I love the idea of hitting the way they do the bank robberies.
Yes.
To minimize, problems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Their plan is really cool.
Yeah.
But,
basically, you see how they do the robberies early in the movie, and then near the climax of the movie, they're only going to rob one more.
Yeah.
And there's 10 people in the bank, maybe, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's so funny because you get oh shit, And
in a normal heist movie, it would be fucking full of people.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. That's the thing I said to you when we were watching. I was like, this isn't Heat.
No,
we're not. No, that's what I liked about it is it's a heist movie where you're not dealing with career criminals.
No,
and I liked that because they didn't go too far into the comedic angle. But some of the bank jobs are super duper funny.
Yeah.
They're not good at what they do, but they're extremely good at what they do.
Yeah.
And I like that you're not getting caught up in the planning process as well.
No.
And it's I don't have any problem with that because I love movies like The Town and I love Heat.
See, that's what I meant by you get into it.
Oh,
there's no scenes of the movie starting and then them deciding to be bank robbers. You come in at the first or maybe second heist.
Yeah, they've done at least one bank before that. Because I think they talked
that's
about
right.
one.
I think Jeff Bridges says
I think they listed one bank that they had done before that bank. But yeah, dude, I haven't been that satisfied with the movie since I saw Mud.
Yeah, nice.
I'll be honest, dude. I was telling you, I was like, if you like this, you're gonna love Mud. I keep pumping that movie. I've been pumping that movie for like 3 years, and you still haven't seen it.
Nope. Nope. And after Midnight Special, it's getting further and further away.
Dude, Mud is such a better movie than Midnight Special.
I really enjoyed Hunt for the Wilder People, probably as much as this movie. But
really, wow.
If I had one complaint about this movie, as good as they set up most of the characters, Ben Foster's motivation is not clear.
It's very unclear.
Yeah, I get that there's a family theme going on.
Yeah, and he was always messed up.
But where his story ends up going, you kind of wonder why he is the way he is. Yeah. Why he'd be so gay.
That's a good point. Well, the family theme is very strong in the movie, and I think he's his brother. Yeah. So that's why he did what he did.
Yeah.
But no, I get it where you don't really get too much of Ben.
And Jeff Bridges, and they kind of put some dialogue in there where Jeff Bridges said something around the lines of like, I know why he did it. He's a crazy person. Yeah. Like he likes it. He's crazy.
He's a criminal. Yeah.
But
why did you do it? Yeah.
But yeah, very satisfied. I guess sometimes the Rotten Tomato darlings aren't always hipster pieces of crap.
Exactly. No, sometimes they're actually very, and we knew that because
well, I mean,
we've seen a couple.
I mean, also like Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah,
you can't.
Everybody
loves that movie. Critics, audiences.
Yeah, I've only met like a handful of people that didn't like that film, and I'm just like, you can fuck off.
Did you say why?
Yeah, why don't you like it? I don't like reboots. It's not really a reboot, but it is a reboot, but it's not.
I don't...
But like, what are you rebooting? Because there's no continuous story of Max.
Of Mad Max. Like, I'm just like, it's just another Max story.
Exactly. That's what I keep trying to tell people.
Since it has a new actor, now it's a reboot?
Yeah, well, see, but that's the thing. There's another actor, and there's elements from Road Warrior in it. So it's obviously a reboot.
Is there elements from Road Warrior in all of them?
Technically, but like the elements like specifically
the car chase,
the semi truck. You know, fucking the fucking truck being chased. But I'm just like, to those people I always want to ask, have you seen any other Max movies?
Yeah.
Then you don't know.
From somebody who's seen most of Road Warrior, I never thought that it was a remake of Road Warrior.
No.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's just like if you're going to remake it, I feel like people would try to do the whole origin story with Mad Max, which is a totally different film than the other two movies. That's
a good point. And plus, it's the original director, so it's like...
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's just... Well,
I wouldn't call it a reboot.
I wouldn't call it a reboot either. I don't want to call it a reboot, but, like, you know, so many people have told me I'm an asshole for thinking that.
But then again, but would you call Jurassic World a reboot? See, because it's a new story, but it's also just the same story.
Jurassic World is so funny because it's so blatantly a reboot. It's literally a park built on top of the old park.
Yeah.
Like, the point where is that not a metaphor at all?
To the point where it doesn't even make sense. We watched it. I don't know why they made Jurassic World. Ooh. Like, I don't mean the movie, I mean the park.
The park, yeah. No, I don't understand that. It's just...
They never talk about it.
There was always, this whole evil corporation, feel underneath all those, they just want to breed dinosaurs, and now they want to kidnap them and make them, I don't know, super soldiers or some shit. And they even did that in fucking Jurassic World, where I'm just like, but why open the park after it's a proven financial disaster?
Yeah.
Apart from the threat that it is to the public, This idea has garnered you no money in any way. You've just dumped a fortune into this shit.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh no, it's open now and it's a success. It was never a doubt that it would be a success if you opened the fucking park. Everybody knew it would be a success. The problem was you had no fucking control over it.
Yeah.
And why would you take a risk after the initial push failed? I don't know. It's just, that's not a financial undertaking that was small. Hammond always talked about, they spared no expense. That was that's his signature line from that.
It's true.
But I'm with you on like Jurassic World just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Mad Max having another story Max
on another
same
adventure.
World.
Yeah,
it's like that makes sense. Them fucking building a park on top of the old park and being like, this time it'll do better.
Yeah, well, like Tron Legacy, that's obviously a reboot. I mean, it's a soft reboot because it's a new story mixed with the old story, much like Force Awakens.
It's a Force Awakens type movie.
Yeah, but like I get where they call that a reboot and it makes sense, but like if you just want to bare bones something and call it a reboot, then like I don't know,
yeah.
I guess Batman Begins is a reboot of Batman, or The Dark Knight is a reboot of Batman.
Of Batman
of 1989
Returns.
Batman.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because of the Joker.
Because of the Jokers. The Joker.
I don't know. I didn't know people were calling it a reboot.
Yeah,
I figured they would call it a reboot. But is there any? But why would anybody say I don't like it because it's a reboot? Because it's like it's a reboot in name only.
To me, it's that hipstery douchey. Hollywood. There's no new ideas.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, dude. No.
Yeah, I don't.
Mad Max Fury Road is an anomaly of an amazing film that was commercially successful, loved by audiences and critics, and fucking the Academy alike.
Yeah.
That never happens.
I was going to say, which is like unheard of.
You know who gets a bunch of fucking Oscars? The Artist. When do you hear anybody ever talk about The Artist?
Wait, is anybody still talking about The Artist right now?
Is anybody talking about fucking... what the fuck was it? Romeo? Again, Juliet? What beat against... what won against Saving Private Ryan?
Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love. There we go. Yeah.
I know a lot of people that like that movie.
But is anybody talking about it?
Aside from the few people I meet randomly that are like, oh, Shakespeare in Love was a great movie. It usually comes up when I'm talking about movies with somebody else. It's never just one that somebody drops.
Yeah. Whereas, like, dude... Fucking
people are still talking about Saving Private Ryan.
People talk about Saving Private Ryan. People talk about Fury Road still.
I think one of the exceptions is like Moulin Rouge.
Yeah,
people still talk about Moulin Rouge a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
I fucking hate that movie. I don't really like that director. He did the Romeo and Juliet, which is probably the first and last movie I liked by him. Moulin Rouge is a pile of crap.
I didn't like Moulin Rouge.
I saw a bit of... He did the new Great Gatsby, right? With Leo?
I think maybe.
Yeah, I think that was him.
I think it was.
That movie sucked. Because I watched the original, because I'd never seen the original with Robert Redford.
Yeah.
I watched that one, and then I watched the Leonardo DiCaprio one, and I was just like, this movie fucking sucks.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't very.
I didn't watch a lot of it though.
No,
I didn't.
I didn't finish it. But like when I'm watching a movie at home and I don't like it, I feel less responsibility to finish something I'm not liking.
Yeah.
When I'm by myself, like if it's like on the occasions where you and I have sat and watched something that we don't like and we power through it.
Yeah.
I feel like if somebody's there to like hold my hand.
I get what you mean. Yeah, I see. I'll usually watch something all the way through, but like distracted. If I'm by myself, if I'm watching something with Brittany and I'm like, this sucks, then I just leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we're watching something and we're just cracking jokes or whatever.
It makes it easier when you got somebody that's suffering
on certain occasions, I get rid of shit. I'm like, I can't do this.
That's happened recently.
Yeah.
I tried to make you watch something that I enjoy very much that no one else likes. Like, no one in the world. Like, it was the movie Black Hat.
25% of people in the world.
Yeah, 25% of people in the world didn't like that.
No, like 75% of people didn't like it.
75% hated it.
Yeah.
I'm one of that 25%.
That was a perfect storm, though. It was a little late.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of like, dude, fuck this movie. So
I did try to get you to watch something funnier later.
Yeah. So turn Black Hat off. The San Andreas, I couldn't do it.
Oh, dude, you flew into a rage. That was the first time I've ever seen you be actively angry
that movie
at a film.
Sucked.
That movie's fucking terrible, but like, It's no worse than any other fucking shitty disaster pick I've ever seen.
I think again, it was like late and I was drinking and I was just like, dude, fuck this movie.
Dude, you yelled at the TV, man.
Dude, it was so dumb. But you're right. You're right. It's not much worse. I'm
not saying that you were wrong. I'm just like, bro, it was funny. It was funny. It was like, fuck this fucking movie. I gotta go to bed.
It was so dumb.
Well, I slept on the couch.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, we were wrong that night, too, dude.
Yeah.
I was fucked up. I had to stay here.
Yeah, it was, it was a holiday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
It was a Super Bowl?
It was about, no, it was 4th of July.
It was 4th.
But, not real 4th of July.
Yeah, well, because 4th of July was like in the middle of the week.
Yeah, it was fake 4th of July, so we watched fireworks and got all drunk. Yeah. I can't think of a lot. We usually power through bad ones. Those were the two most recent that I can think about.
The one most recently that I just fucking lost it on was The Watch. I had never seen The Watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was telling you about it in the van the other night, dude. Fucking, the fucking Watch. It's that one, I don't know if you people out there listening might remember it. The listeners might remember. But it's that fucking one with Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, Jonah Hill, and the guy from the IT crowd. I don't know his name.
Neither do I.
They form a neighborhood watch, and there's like an alien, and they have to kill the aliens. It's like a terrible like Ghostbusters. Or that one with David Duchovny and Orlando Bloom, Sean William Scott. It's by Dan Aykroyd. It's an Ivan Reitman, Dan Aykroyd film. Harold Ramis, I believe, was involved too. The one where they get the alien mutants. Did you ever see that one?
No. I'm thinking of it.
It's not bad. It's not very good, but it's not bad.
It probably tries to take itself seriously, though, because fucking Dan Aykroyd.
I don't know about that, because Dan Aykroyd. God, what was it? Can't remember the name of it, but anyway, it's along those lines where it's that terrible, like, hey, let's make Ghostbusters, but with aliens.
Yeah.
There it is. Evolution.
Evolution?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I never saw Evolution.
It was alright. It's not great, but I mean, it's got some good jokes in it. Orlando Bloom's funny. I like Orlando. Not Orlando Bloom. Orlando Jones.
Orlando Jones.
Keep saying Orlando Bloom.
Maybe that's why I was
Orlando confused. Jones. The Sprite guy. The 7-Up guy. Make 7-Up yours.
Yes. 7-Up yours.
God, his career went downhill after Drumline. Yeah, but dude. Like, it's Vince Vaughn in his most annoying form. And I like Vince Vaughn. But he's just doing that motor mouth, like, annoying guy from Chicago thing.
Yeah.
And he never shuts the fuck up. And it's like Ben Stiller being very heavy into one of Ben Stiller's characters.
Sorry.
Awful. I was just looking at David Duchovny's career.
No. I was like, I wonder, would you feel better about Evolution if you knew that it was actually the director of Ghostbusters? It wasn't, right?
Yeah. I know. That was the thing. Everybody was really pumped because it was the Ghostbusters guys back together again. And I was like, yeah, dude, but like,
you did say that.
Yeah,
but right when I was like, meh, I forgot you said it was Ivan Reitman.
Yeah. No, it's Ivan Reitman, and I believe Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis wrote the movie. I'm not quite sure on that aspect. You've got it open, so you can find out. But no, dude, and it's pretty good. It's not great. It's a little heavy in some areas where they didn't need to go. Like, the jokes are a little too on the nose, you know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't too bad. Yeah, who wrote it?
Some guys.
Huh. So I remember it being touted that it was the original Ghostbuster crew back together, and the only one back is Ivan Reitman.
Yeah.
Huh. Dan Jacoby. I don't know who the hell that guy is. Anyway, we watched another movie.
Were you talking about The Watch still?
I don't want to talk about The Watch anymore. Man. Fuck The Watch. That movie just makes me mad. Dude, I didn't make it past, like, I want to say the 15-minute mark with that movie. I was like, this movie's fucking awful. And I got up and just left.
Yes, we did watch another movie. We actually watched 2 other movies, but we're going to not talk about one because it's not worth it, because it's not bad and it's not good. But there was another one.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. Don't even bring it up. It's not worth it. There's nothing to say.
I feel like we're teasing them.
Well, that's what they get.
I'll be cool. He wants to be a dick about it. Be all enigmatic, but like we're not mysterious tough guys, man. 2 fat nerds in a room. It was the new Kevin James fucking Netflix movie. It's not bad. It's not good. It is probably the strongest effort for a movie I've ever seen Kevin James starring.
Yeah, that's true.
But like I can't recommend it, but I can't not recommend it either. Like if you're bored.
True Memoirs of an International Assassin.
Was that what it was?
That's what the name of it is.
It's...
I watched it thinking it was part of...
He thought it was one of the Adam Sandler deal.
Part of the Adam Sandler deal that he made with him, but it's not. It was actually a real movie.
Yeah. It's like one of those scripts that becomes Die Hard.
Yeah. It was actually a real movie.
Well, because like that's the whole legacy of the Die Hard series is every movie was supposed to be another movie, and they just slapped Die Hard on the cover.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. This time he's in a shopping mall.
But it was passable as a movie film.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I wanted to laugh about how bad it was. Wasn't bad, but also was not good enough to enjoy.
No.
So
very forgettable.
So it was
Yeah.
It was an hour and a half long though.
It was 90 minutes, so passes that mark.
But another 90 minute movie.
Another 90-minute movie.
Another 90-minute movie that we watched that was awesome.
Yeah, your first time seeing it. We probably should have done this on Classic Catch Up, but
we fucked up.
Yeah,
we
do that a lot.
We do that a lot. Yeah,
We've only done one classic, and we haven't even.
It's not even up yet.
It's not even up yet.
I probably only need like a couple more hours of work on that. And it's good to go, and I still haven't done it.
Still haven't put it up.
Oh God.
We talked about it in the last episode. It's about The Last Starfighter. This one, what did we watch, Ryan? It starred Sly Stallone.
It's true. We watched the 1990s classic film
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. It was awesome.
It's pretty bad. It's one of those great examples of 90s superhero movies.
See, here's the thing though.
Like they suck, but they're so cool to watch.
What exactly? But what happened? Because I enjoyed Judge Dredd a lot, but we watched RoboCop. I watched RoboCop, the original RoboCop.
It's a great movie.
For the first time, and I was like, eh.
That's because you're an asshole.
I was like, I don't get why everybody talks about this movie.
RoboCop is a RoboCop.
RoboCop.
He's a robo farmer. That was a way funnier joke than you're giving me credit for. RoboCop is a great movie because it's a satire, dude. It's nothing about that's supposed to be taken seriously at all, dude. It's the same thing as like what Judge Dredd tried to do, but not good. Like RoboCop is good, dude. It's a great
Judge
movie.
Dredd was good. I thought it was super good.
Judge Dredd is good because it's so bad. No. RoboCop is good because it's good.
No, I think Judge Dredd was just good. Like, dude.
That's not what you said before we started recording, you liar. You're like, I've been thinking about Judge Dredd a lot. It's so good. It's so good. Because it's terrible.
See? But it's still good.
It is.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is actually not that annoying in that movie. Dude, I forgot. I was like, oh, fuck, forgot he's in this movie. Because he's the first character you meet.
Yeah.
You meet him before you meet the title character.
True. Yeah, he's your vessel into Mega City 1.
Mega City 1.
Mega City 2.
Mega City 1.
Mega City 3.
You do this on purpose. I swear to God.
Mega City .1. And, yeah, that shit holds up. I gotta say. That I liked...
The graphics are dated, as they would be.
But there's something about dystopian when with dated graphics that just looks right. Like when you watch Blade Runner, you're like, this is good.
Yeah.
This looks great.
Oh, dude, it's just the sets have to be crowded because of how much shit they have to shove into them to make them look like futuristic-y and stuff like that. And it builds this claustrophobic feel that I think you would naturally have in one of those gigantic cities that are built on layers and stuff like that.
Where it's hard to see.
And you're just cramped in, dude. And I think that lends well to it. Plus, like, the props and sets are just fantastic in that movie. The costuming's great. Aesthetically, it looks almost exactly like the actual comic Dredd. I turned away from the microphone and was probably not available for any of what I just said.
No, it was good. It's just the levels were low.
Oh, okay. I lost my train of thought.
Aesthetic.
The aesthetic of it, dude, it looks very much like traditional Dredd.
Yeah.
And like from a wacky, goofy sense of humor, there is that present within the Dredd comic. It's just that there are some, and I'm talking about in opposition to the new film with Keith Urban.
Dredd.
Called Keith Urban.
Keith Urban.
I wish it was fucking Keith Urban. Keith Urban.
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban.
Those of you who don't know,
because
we've never talked about it before, our local watering hole, Applebee's,
our local dive bar,
Applebee's. Keith Urban is often
he
frequents there. Yeah.
He frequents the Applebee's,
and we see him a lot.
The high desert.
We see him a lot, and he never pays attention to us. So we try calling out to the man. And Keith
Urban!
He never looks.
He never, ever looks.
I'm starting to think it might not be Keith Urban.
It may not be Keith Urban. But who else could it be?
Dude, who else would have that look willingly?
Yeah.
Besides Keith Urban.
Who else would dare to look like Keith Urban but Keith Urban?
So anyway, Carl Urban.
Yeah, Carl Urban. And Carl Urban is great.
Yes.
In everything he does. He's amazing.
He has the love of all nerds, I believe.
Yes. Whereas that one took a more serious type angle and dealt with the grit, the fucking, from Dredd. This one injects a lot more of the humor, and like I would love to get to a point where we have both of those together.
Yeah. It's true.
That being said, too, like I'm talking about the sets and the overall aesthetic, and then the other Dredd with Carl Urban, the new Dredd, doesn't look very much like the comic and stuff. But we're also talking about budget constraints because the Dredd budget was drastically lower than the original Judge Dredd film, than Judge Dredd. But yeah, that's I would love to come to a point where we have both representations in one film. And I know Carl Urban, last I heard, was he was trying to get a Dredd series made for streaming service.
Yeah.
Like Amazon or Netflix or something like that. And I would fucking watch it in a minute, dude. The Judge Dredd movie, as it is, was the Sylvester Stallone one. Jesus Christ, man.
Sly Stallone.
What did you put in my water?
LSD.
What's in this water? What was in that tea? Dude, it's one of those 90s superhero movies, and like Blade, like Blade or Blade 2, like you're still watching them, dude. They're fun as fuck to watch. They're not good, but they're great. Like I don't know, dude.
Here's the thing. I obviously liked Dredd a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I liked Judge Dredd a lot.
Yeah.
It's bad, but I think it's bad because it's it's 90s superhero. You know what I mean? Like they make
aside from until X-Men, I don't think they really grasped what they needed to do.
But like it was I was surprised with, like you said, how well it looked.
They just go for it with Judge Dredd, dude.
Yeah,
they totally just go for it.
The elements.
The biggest complaint you can make is that he did fucking Armand Assante, and that fucking Dredd walks around with his helmet off for most of the film, because Dredd never takes his helmet off. But like, it looks okay. And I mean, I like the more crazy, outlandish, futuristic setting, dude. I mean, it's like every cool B-movie sci-fi I ever watched when I was a kid.
Yeah, I like it. It's bad, but it's bad in like a...
It's bad in the greatest ways possible.
And like, I know why. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad because of the time.
Yeah.
Like, but the movie itself, I'm just like, dude, this is cool.
Yeah.
I was expecting total garbage.
Yeah.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage. It did not suck on toast. Phrases that we've noticed we say a lot.
Exactly. It wasn't hot garbage. It didn't suck on toast. Suck on toast.
On toast.
Not suck on toast.
Yeah, nobody's sucking on toast. That's just gross.
Yeah, so I mean like
it's a fun little thrill ride, dude. I mean, you get your simple, stupid story.
I learned more about Dredd watching that than I did watching Dredd.
No, that was what I was talking to you about. Was that movie really delves into a lot of the Dredd world with the long walk. What happens to judges when they retire and stuff? Yeah. You have to go on the long walk out into the cursed earth and bring the law to the lawless, and with all the mutants and the freaks that live on the outside of that wall. The one thing that this movie didn't do was deal with the mutants inside the city. Where in Dredd, you get Anderson, who is a psychic.
Yes, that's right.
That's probably the difference between the two. Is right there. And that was my lead way into Judge Dredd, because I didn't know about Judge Dredd when I was a kid. I just knew it looked fucking super cool. He wore a fucking helmet and he shot a gun that he talked to.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about the fucking movie or the comic or anything like that. And then I found out that it was based on a comic, and I started reading as much as I possibly could that was released over here, which wasn't very much at the time. I think DC was putting out reprints for it.
Oh, okay.
I think. I can't really remember. But no, that was also my segue into the Dredd universe.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, oh, it's cheesy, but like, it looks good.
Yeah.
Like from an aesthetic point, they were like taking it seriously, but like the story was a little dumb, and the story was dumb, but it also had so many elements that I thought were cool in it.
Yeah, like the clones and everything like that, where you find out Dredd history.
Like, it's bad, but it's good. Like, it's not, and I don't mean like it's so bad it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, it is good,
but it's bad.
Yeah. It's hard to differentiate. Like, it's recommended for everybody.
Yeah.
If you want to have a good action movie time, fucking watch it, dude. It's it's good light fare. That's what it's pulp. It's cheese.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good for what it is. It is very good. Don't expect some kind of super serious take on everything.
Yeah, and the flawed logic of the world, they like point that out too. I like it's like Rob Schneider hid the robot to like get away from the people who are literally rioting.
Yeah,
and
they were gonna kill him.
Yeah, and it's like, well, you're still going to jail.
Yeah, you're going to jail because you destroyed a robot.
You could have jumped out the window. I would have died. Yeah, but it would have been legal. I'm just like, are you kidding me?
It's great. That's great writing. That's a great joke.
Yeah, and I'm just like, holy shit. Yeah, this world sucks.
The world of Dredd is terrible. I think it's fucking super funny, dude. Yeah, and Rob Schneider is surprisingly not as annoying as I remembered him being.
Yeah.
And just overall how bad Rob
he is now.
And how Rob Schneider is Rob Schneider.
That was back when he was just being an actor.
Yeah.
And
taking jobs and doing them.
And didn't think that he was like a comedic genius. As much as I love Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo.
Still can't figure that
out. Don't get it twisted. The second one. The first one's pretty bad.
They're both really bad.
Dude, they're in Amsterdam.
I know the story, man. You tell it to me all the time.
And there's the League of Gigolos.
Please stop talking.
They're a union, I believe, actually.
Why don't they call them the group? The League of Gigolos.
It might have been the League. I'm not sure.
That's funny.
Oh God! But yeah, so he's an obnoxious little man. But...
Yeah, well, I made the joke too. I was just like, this is when he teams up with Adam Sandler, Kevin James, David Spade.
Yeah, when we were watching the True Memoirs of the International.
Oh God, I thought that was during Dread.
we were waiting for fucking Rob Schneider or one of them to show up,
crash through a window and help him out.
Because we thought it was Happy Madison until the bitter end.
Yeah.
When we realized it was too much of a real movie for it to be that.
Dude, this is like a full disclosure. Like, I always think that Happy Madison is View Askew. I always want to call it View Askew, and I'm like, no, that's Kevin Smith. You idiot! Don't say that out loud.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Have you lost your mind? That's like every time I see Zap Brannigan's name written, I have to tell myself not to read it as Zap Rousdower.
Zap Rousdower.
Canadius's favorite soness.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, shit. Judge Dredd, go and watch it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix and it's on every movie channel all the time.
Pleasantly surprised because we went back. This is why we started doing Classic Catch Up, a thing you don't know about yet.
Well, I haven't seen. We've talked about it a couple times.
Because we, out of nowhere, I was just finally like, you know what? I need to start watching some of these films.
Yeah, we watched Bloodsport, which you really enjoyed.
Bloodsport and movies like that. I think we watched like The Last Action Hero.
We watched Last Action Hero, but we had both seen Last Action Hero, I think.
RoboCop and all that. And most of those were so bad it was good. Yeah. And I really liked Judge Dredd. So
I really liked Bloodsport.
Yeah, but for different reasons. He has a flashback that takes
lasts
30
half
minutes.
the movie. It's just Jean-Claude Van Damme standing
and
in
it's
that
not
old
like
Japanese
lady's house. And it's not like that's just the segue into
no.
that bit of the story. They keep cutting back to remind you.
They keep cutting back to his face just
to remind you he's still remembering.
I would love if they just cut to the Japanese lady, the mom, the wife.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
what are you doing?
Are you okay? Kind of lost you there for like an hour.
So yeah, that was a surprise for me. So definitely go check that out, whether you're into the bad action movie era or
if you're a Sly Stallone fan, they do exist.
Or it's true. Or if you just honestly want like a pretty light, cool sci-fi action
if you don't believe that Deadpool was the first ever rated R comic book movie, go back and watch like Judge Dredd and RoboCop and RoboCop was not a comic
Blade.
Yeah
Faux show. All right. I think that might be it, Josh.
Is that it for the day?
I don't think we got anything else, unless there's something you're just dying to get off your chest. You know what? Now's the time, Josh. Now's the time. This is
I'm supposed to talk about Luke Cage again?
No. This is happening. I've been talking about this. People probably know. Almost every episode I say that I'm going to wait till next episode to talk about something. This is what's been on my mind, all right?
Oh, you got a thing?
All you people listen out there, especially... There's a company out there, Josh.
You busters.
There's a company out there that I can no longer tolerate.
Oh, no.
So let me talk about it for a second. This has nothing to do with movies, has nothing to do with video games, so we're literally going into just new territory here. We're going off script! As far as topics on the podcast. Apple. Let me talk about Apple for a second.
You still mad about the headphone jack?
No. The headphone jack is the least of their problems.
All right. Oh, are you talking about the escape button?
There's so many things to talk about here. Listen, you don't even understand how deep this goes. Okay, so there's two new products, all right? So we've got...
Are they? Can you really call anything Apple does new?
No, not really. They're refreshes. So we have the iPhone 7 and the new MacBook they just announced 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the problem. The new MacBooks, first of all, MacBook Pros, I should say. The MacBook Pros.
Yeah.
And this goes for fucking Sony, too. Don't put Pro on the name of something if it's not professional.
No.
How is a new console that can kind of do 4K a professional device? What does Pro mean? So Apple, their MacBook Pros, that used to actually make sense because they were very powerful laptops.
They were really cool.
Extremely expensive, but powerful. Well, these new ones are...
My friend that does a lot of music stuff used to have one.
These new ones are piles of crap.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's what he said.
The two 13-inch ones have dual-core processors in them, which is ridiculous. Like... You can't be Pro unless you have a quad-core processor. Like, let's just be real. They have two or four, depending on the model, 2 or 4 Thunderbolt 3 Type-C USB. And that's it. That's all the I.O. they have. I would not be able to plug in a USB device without an adapter.
Yeah.
I can't do an external monitor through HDMI without an adapter. What? Why? I can't go... Here's a scenario for you. And the escape key, yeah, they have the new media control touch bar.
That's what you were saying, yeah.
And if you have the touch bar, they put the escape key on the touch bar. So if that breaks, you literally are fucked on trying to use escape. Or paying them a ridiculous amount that they would probably charge to replace the whole main board or something. Because that's how they do their repairs, because they're ridiculous. Here's the thing. So they're always talking about how all their shit is so simple and it just works.
Yeah.
And this and that. Then they go and take all the I.O. off of the MacBook Pro, make it more expensive and less powerful. You get rid of the headphone jack on the iPhone 7. So here's a scenario. You're just like, I fucking love Apple. You go into the Apple store, you buy an iPhone 7 and a new MacBook Pro. You literally, without buying adapters, you could walk out with 2 of their newest products. You wouldn't be able to plug your iPhone into your MacBook. They don't... It's Type A to Thunderbolt or to Lightning connector, and there's no... You can't plug it into... So you need to get an adapter to plug your iPhone 7 into your thing. Then you're like, oh man, I want to listen to music on my MacBook. I'll just use the headphones that came with my iPhone 7. No, you can't do that because they're Lightning headphones and the MacBook has a normal 3.5mm headphone jack. So you have to have 2 pairs of headphones to use with both of your devices, the newest of their devices. And not only that, even if you have the newest iPad, not the iPad Pro, but the newest regular iPad. I plugged Brittany's Lightning headphones into the iPad, and they don't work with it. So then
what the fuck?
So yeah, you can't. You could go and buy all the newest shit, and none of it works together. You can't plug each other's shit.
Why would you do that? They're sabotaging their own product.
My Pixel is more compatible with the new MacBook than the iPhone is. And I know that there's AirDrop or Air whatever that they do, but like that's still ridiculous. Like I don't know.
If you have a product, they should all
work together out of the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not only that, apparently, if you do some high power draw connections to the new MacBook, so say I wanted to plug in like a USB capture card or something to do whatever. Sometimes the power draw on the USB will make the Wi-Fi turn off. Like, they just make terrible products, and I would ask everybody, all the hundreds of thousands of people who listen to this podcast.
The tens of dozens.
The tens of people. Stop buying Apple products for the love of God. They used to make good stuff, and they have just stopped. That is no longer their goal. Their goal is to get all of your money for the least amount of effort.
You know what's making me mad?
What?
Carl's Jr. is still
listening to me.
Yeah,
and let's get on to that, too.
And releasing the fucking breakfast burger for all day. Shake off the fucking shackles.
They're
this goddamn timed food limit.
Yeah, while we're at it, let's go into some other companies that have been doing us wrong.
It's not a company, but you know what's really pissing me off, dude? Fucking these fucks driving around with their goddamn high beams on all the time.
You're right, though. Fucking Carl's Jr. is one of the last holdouts.
Yeah, they're the last bastion of, like, time-restricted food.
Time-restricted
I'm not
menus.
asking you to release the entire breakfast menu. It's a fucking hamburger. Give it to me all day long. All you did was take a fucking bacon burger and slap. You'd put some hash browns and a folded egg on it, man. It's the most delicious fucking thing in the world. I love it so much. Eggs on burgers
are always good.
And it's just like, it's so good. But, like, if I don't get there before 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm not going to get a goddamn breakfast burger. It drives me nuts. I've emailed them. I've left comment cards. I tried tweeting them for like 3 months, man.
They don't care about
They don't care about
their customers. And, like, very, very loyal customers.
Very loyal customer to Carl's Jr. I ate their chili cheese fries,
and they were
awful. I couldn't get enough of them.
Their fries are just bad.
Their fries are shit, dude.
I'm glad that
they tried to change them up and, like, part ways with, like, the Baker's Wiener Schnitzel McDonald type of fry. And it's like, no, go back. Those were the good fries. Aside from the crisp cuts.
Yeah. Which, if they're made fresh, are good.
Yeah, which is like a rare fucking thing. They got to ditch that green burrito, too. That shit is awful.
No, I think they're doubling down on green burrito.
Are they doubling down on green burrito?
I think they've just expanded the menu. Last time I was there.
We've segued.
I told you. So this is new, uncharted territory for subjects on the podcast.
Maybe we should just do a thing where we just sit and rant about things that piss us off.
You know what really grinds my gears? And what's funny about the natural cut fry craze that
that home style. Yeah.
It's totally fake.
Yeah,
those are faked.
Those aren't real.
They come frozen like that, and I think the skin bits are actually fake. Because how would you get every single one to have that on it?
Yeah, they've got just that perfect
curve at the top,
that perfect slant of like, we left some of the skin. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
I believe you know who does that natural cut? Fucking legit is In-N-Out. I'm gonna tell you, fucking, it doesn't happen every fry.
No.
Like, fucking, who else puts out that natural cut bullshit? Fucking Five Guys.
No.
Yeah, Five Guys has natural cut fries.
Did they?
Yeah. We ate there one time.
I might have eaten there a second time. No, I only ate there once.
Does it happen do the natural cut?
No, they have delicious fast food fries.
They have amazing everything. Yeah. I ate there for the first time. With Brandon a couple weeks ago, dude. Holy
shit. They have
shit,
slightly thicker than normal fast food, super crispy fries.
They're very, very good. Most fries should aspire to those. Those and Red Robin's steak fries, man. The steak fries are the only reason I continue to go to Red Robin.
Know what you do? You know what you do? You go to Red Robin, you get the burger and the fries, take the fries that come on the plate and throw them in the garbage, and then immediately ask for new fries.
Yeah.
Because they basically plate those fries and leave them up on the thing until the burger's done.
Well, dude,
so the first ones you get suck, but when you ask for a refill, they bring you out a plate of fresh ones.
When is the last time you've been to a Red Robin?
I went there last Thursday.
Oh, wow, okay. Because the last... Sorry. That's going to leave a noise.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
The last time I went, dude, the last couple times I went, because, like, the family likes the Red Robin a lot. They would give me the fries with my burger, but they would, like, half-ass the fries.
Yeah.
Like just the amount. Like, they know you're going to ask for more fucking fries, dude.
Either they're
you just do what I do. You devour the shit out of them, and then just more fries.
Exactly. I think they're either banking on that you don't ask for more, and then that way they didn't give you a lot of fries, or they're like, well, if he wants more, he can just ask.
Do they do chili cheese fries at Red Robin?
I don't think they do, but they have chili there. So
I'm sure
you could
chili
ask
too.
For chili and then be like, could I have some more fries?
Dude,
and then you just dump it on top.
For being chain restaurant chili, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got black beans in it.
It's no Wendy's chili.
Yeah, it's no Wendy's chili. You know how they make the Wendy's chili?
Yeah, with leftover hamburger.
Yeah, with meat that's like on the grill.
Meat that's readily available.
Why would that gross me out?
That is such a stupid complaint. It's like, yeah, no way. Wendy's uses Wendy's meat to make Wendy's chili. Whoa. You have blown my mind, sir. What are you going to tell me next? They cook the hot dogs at Wiener Schnitzel?
Hang on. Oh my God. You're telling me the corn dogs are just normal hot dogs that they've dipped in batter?
They make a career out of this?
I have a theory here,
You
Josh.
have one.
I have one. Okay. Listen up, dude. You're afraid of square meat. Everybody knows this.
I'm not afraid of square meat.
You're turned off
by square meat.
You're put off by square meat.
I know it's not bad. I know it's real hamburger meat, but I just can't deal with cube.
Hang on. I've got it. This may change your whole opinion. They're making round hamburgers, okay?
Yeah.
And then they're taking a cutter and cutting them into squares. Yeah. And then all the leftover edgy bits, they take that and make the chili out of it.
That doesn't change the fact that the burger is still a square.
It started as a regular round burger. That's what I'm saying. What if I made you a burger, you saw it was round, then you saw me cut it into a square and gave it to you? Would you care?
I don't know. I can't say, dude.
All right.
Square burger's weird, man. I know it's weird too. Like, everybody makes fun of me for not being able to eat square meat. Like, it's just, you know that the cow wasn't square. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I know. It's a square. I can't eat square sausage patties.
Do they make square sausage patties?
I've seen them. I've seen square, like ham steaks. I've seen square ham steaks, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing, for sure.
Yeah.
You have a problem with square ham steaks?
I'm not a big ham guy in general.
Yeah.
So I think pretty much any kind of excuse I have to not
eat ham. Yeah. Especially, like, gross Oscar Mayer ham.
Yeah. Well, like, dude, my sister, for the holidays, she'll usually do up, like, a big fucking ham, dude. And, like, that is the only time I enjoy ham, dude. I don't know what.
Oh, you mean like ham in general, not even like cold cut ham?
Winco's Deli actually puts out a really nice fucking thin sliced ham, dude. It's fucking very, very good. And then I've had the ham over at Overland, and that's pretty good too. But like it's not that I despise ham or anything like that, but like ham is not a meat that I actively seek out. I'm never just like, it's time for ham. You know? But I believe that it's good.
It's true. I mean, for me, I'd take ham over turkey. So.
Oh no way, dude! But I fucking love a good turkey sandwich, dude.
But okay, I like.
You like cold cut turkey, but you don't like the bird.
But I don't like Thanksgiving turkey.
I'm on the fence about Thanksgiving turkey. You know, my family grew up. We did more fried chicken for Thanksgiving than we did turkey.
And I'll say this: my hatred for turkey is going away quick, as the tradition lately for the past it's probably going on 4 years now.
You guys
we have a roasted turkey, a fried turkey, and new and improved added to the mix. A smoked turkey.
What, do you take your smoker down there?
No, he has a pellet grill, a pellet smoker.
Oh, okay.
So, that's what he started doing now. So, finding some fucking quality turkey out of that spread.
Well, and we just learned how to butterfly a turkey.
It's true, yeah. Just learn you can butterfly a turkey. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, well, you gotta cut the spine out, dude. Yeah. That just sounds so harsh.
It does.
But it looks delicious.
And then you have to cook the stuffing in a casserole dish instead of fucking shoving it up its poop hole and hoping you don't get salmonella.
It's not going to happen, Brian. The thing has been cleaned.
Yeah.
They don't just leave fecal matter inside.
No, I know. But you can still get salmonella from poultry in general.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Undercooked poultry. So,
I have never gotten a salmonella in my life.
Neither have I.
I wrote a short story when I was a kid and turned it into class.
Yeah.
It was a story of a young teenage kung fu fighter named Acme, and his chief villain was the local mobster Sal Manila.
Is this real?
Yeah, this is a true story, dude. My mom probably has it somewhere, dude. But no, I got a B from the story, dude. It was with a smiley face. I remember, and the teacher said that I am the funniest person in the class. I'm still the funniest person in Miss Meeker's class.
I have a similar story, actually. My short story for 5th or 6th grade, whatever it was a Back to the Future ripoff. And not only was it a Back to the Future ripoff, I didn't write it. I stole it from my older brother. Like, fucking proofread it, changed a couple of things, and, changed the typos and stuff. Alright? I took credit, okay? I took credit.
Yeah, you took credit for being a plagiarist.
But
you know who else did that?
J.J. Abrams.
I was going to say Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. But he didn't change anything. Dick. And believe it or not, my 6th grade short story was not commercially produced.
Oh, okay.
And I had permission from the person I stole it from. So...
Then you didn't steal it.
I didn't steal it. And like I said, I reworked it a bit.
You acquired the rights.
Yeah, it was fair use. All right?
Fair use.
It was transformative in nature.
That's what are they? Creative Commons.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So, but the funny thing about that is, it was also very funny. It was because it was dumb. It was a Back to the Future ripoff.
Yeah.
Where I think it ended with me. It was true fan fiction. I was in the story, obviously. Fucking my older brother.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll just act like I wrote it from the start because it's becoming confusing.
We'll pretend.
It's becoming confusing to talk about.
This plot is so convoluted.
But yeah, where me went back in time and met Bill Gates, and then I was rich or something like that. There was also like a random jumping, like a solution to a problem was just jumping out of the window. And it was like a very small problem. Like they found out that I wasn't who I said I was, so I just jumped out the window. And I think that's the I think
the
that was
1960s Batman.
Yeah, exactly like that actually. Like oh, we should leave.
Yeah, we should go
out the window.
Out the window.
But I remember people loved it. I was a hit. All right, and then I did not win, Josh. I did not win, and I'm going to tell you why. The other dweeb, the super nerd of the class, wrote this other story that was very well put together, but it was nowhere near as funny and awesome as my stolen story.
It's your stolen Back to the Future ripoff.
Ripoff, exactly. His had a moral to it.
Oh Lord!
And that is why he won. And I stand by it that he wrote a way worse story, but it had a moral, and that is why I lost.
See, I wrote a revenge story when I was in like 9th grade for a short story contest. It was about an elf that like lost his tribe.
Oh no!
And like it was just like bloody Conan gore. Like dude, it was just like yes. I didn't win.
You didn't win, and fucking
and I had to go to
Jermaine Clement
and Jermaine Clement stole my plot.
Oh, there we go. We're not going to say the title of that movie. If you know, leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments.
Obscure reference.
Very pretty obscure, yeah.
All right. I think that's gonna do it, Josh.
Really? I was having fun.
I know, so was I, but I'm just like we're way over time.
Are we really? How long have we been going?
We're about 15 minutes over time now.
Oh.
So I'm gonna cut it there because I wanna edit this and put it up. So
all
right. We have been Mighty Fish Productions. This is the Mighty Fish Podcast, the podcast that we haven't renamed. Because we realized that it's confusing.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, dude, I met a dude the other night, and he asked me about, he's like, what are you guys talking about, like, fishing and stuff?
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, it started as a placeholder, and then we liked it, I guess.
We just kind of ran with it. I think we just got lazy.
And now we're regretting that decision.
Yeah, now we're regretting that decision. If anybody listens and gives a shit what we could call has any suggestions,
leave it in the comments.
Shoot us a Twitter thing.
Yeah,
a tweet.
You can shoot us a tweet. You can follow us at Mighty Fish Pod, which will change if you have a good suggestion. Maybe Mighty Fish Pro.
Mighty Fish, no, because then that makes it sound like pro fisherman.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. We have to rethink our whole identity.
Yeah, we have to start from the ground up, dude.
You can find us on Twitter at Mighty Fish Pod.
No.
At Mighty Fish Pod. We're also on YouTube at Mighty Fish Productions.
Yeah.
We just put up a channel trailer. It has a skit at the beginning of it. So
please enjoy that.
Yeah, so if you want to go watch that, it's just letting you know what the channel's about. But there's a nice little skit at the beginning.
We put effort into it.
We did. We have classic ketchup on the horizon. And then
another segment which we're talking about. We're trying to get nailed down. We got to develop rules.
It's true.
And an actual system for it.
Yeah. And that'll probably be in a few weeks when we're less busy. And until
school's almost over.
Yeah. Until then, expect classic catch-up and perhaps one other skit. And more of the podcast. We're sticking to weekly. I think we're almost a month in.
We're trying to do this as frequently as possible.
This weekend, again, there will be the Lost episode. Episode 7 that never was.
Yeah.
And, so we're on all major podcasting apps. Mighty Fish Podcast, Mighty Fish Productions on YouTube, Mighty Fish Pod on Twitter. I have been the best host, the number one, the main host.
The main man.
The main man, the number one. Nah, I'm just kidding. I have been Ryan. That's Josh.
I'm kind of Josh.
And we will see you in the next one when Josh finally grows that beard he's been trying out.
What did you shut up, man?